Too. So, Chairman, if you would like to call the meeting to order, please do so.
Meeting to order.
All right, we'll begin with the reading of the Open Public Meetings Act statement on January 15th, 2025. Notice of this meeting was placed on the official Bellmawr Redevelopment Agency website and emailed to both the Carrier Post and Gloucester City News newspapers for publication. The official notice to the Borough Clerk was emailed on January 15, 2025, which included requests for posting in the notice to the official Borough Bellmawr website and bulletin board. All requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act have been met in compliance with the Sunshine Law. Brings us to the flag salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, brings us to a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek.
Present.
Vice Chair Ray Botter.
Here.
Commissioner D'Angelo.
Here.
Commissioner Whitman.
Here.
Commissioner Patel.
Here.
Commissioner Simpson.
Here.
Commissioner Beck.
Here.
Now look at this. We should have a reorg meeting every month. Got a full boat tonight.
All right.
They were told there'd be cake.
Yes. But it's virtual cake. Josh Greer, Executive Director. I am here. Mike McKenna, Agency
Present.
Solicitor. Dennis McNulty, Agency Engineer.
Present.
All right, we will begin. This is jumping on me. Hold on, it's a new program. All right. Standard agenda for this evening, even though it is indeed a reorganization meeting, but begin with the reading of the minutes and follow through the normal rigmarole. So we'll begin with the reading of minutes. Regular meeting, December 10th, 2024. Just need a motion.
I make a motion, Josh,
Thank you, Emil.
to approve the meetings.
Second.
Second.
That was Jim.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Very good. Communications, we did receive the redevelopers report today. So we'll go through that. Any commission reports? All right, we'll move past that. And it brings us to the, just one second. This is jumping on me. I don't know what's happening here. Hold on. My apologies. Hold on. Something's happening. Give me 1 second, gentlemen. Something's wrong. Like I said, new program. All right, brings us to, and it just did it again. We're back. All right. Let me just fix the view here too. So beginning with the executive director's report. So mainly over the last few months and leading into this month and probably into the next month, been working on audit 2023 with the auditors. Given the timing and the opportunity to actually do some economies of scale here, we're going to do audit 2024 right in tandem. So at the moment, audit 2023, the auditors have all the requested files and they're going to target next month for next month's meeting for the presentation and certification. At this point, August 2024, audit 2024. Like I said, we're going to do in tandem. They have about 80% of the requested files. I actually have to wait till this month's close to provide them with the remainder. So they're gonna work on that in tandem. So we're targeting April 2025 meeting for presentation of that. This evening, budget 2025 will be introducing that budget this evening, and then we'll look to actually that's a typo. We're gonna look to February 2025 meeting, but then again, once I do this tonight and complete the workbook and send it to them, they have to approve it before we can adopt. So I would say best case scenario, February 2025, worst case will be March. Also with that, just year-end closeout, reorg planning, closing out the 2024 financials, establishing the templates for 2025. With every year end, we got to send out 1099 reports for any appropriate vendors that meet that criteria, which was done. We have to prepare the pro services contracts for tonight's evening and coordinate any reappointments and the oath office pledges, which we just did. And then, of course, with the new year, we always have to update any relative information on the website. Any questions from me before I turn it over to Mike?
If you want, I can get it.
Oh.
Don't matter to me.
All right. Mike, it's all yours.
Thank you. We're supposed to try and preserve the record of this matter. So somebody's got a phone that's on and bleeding in, whoever that is, it's fine. You got to do things, but please mute yourself so our recording is solid and we don't have any problems. So hi,
give me one
everybody.
second.
Yeah.
Just advancing the slide. I don't know why, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, there's a lot of background noise.
I actually don't need it, Josh, but I'm happy to.
All right, yeah. If you want to flow while I get this figured out.
So the redevelopers report, which serves only as a summary, provided as a courtesy to you all, it came in kind of late and too late for me to be able to review it. But I can provide that summary because I've been involved in the intervening months about at least with the highlights. Certainly, there's a lot more in these reports than what's happened lately. So first, congratulations and condolences to the two reappointed commissioners. That's my usual annual wisecrack, but they're both true. This is a hard thing, a burden to do. There's no rewards except for the satisfaction. But you, like me, want to see this thing through. What I've done in the intervening month is, at the request of the redeveloper, I attended their development review committee meeting with Deptford. They know that I do a lot of work in Deptford, and I think those folks down there trust me that I would never try and put the wool over their eyes. They also know I've got a client, but I'm not representing the redeveloper. I simply went there at the request in case I could provide any historical corroboration. And I attended, sat in the back because I had an application in front of this DRC on this date. I think it was December 23rd or some such. And the DRC is the meeting you go to before you get onto an agenda. So they had to do it, which is why I was there, but I also stayed for theirs. And they were well received. Their matter was deemed complete. They were put on the agenda for the site plan that I made sure mirrored what we saw. Now, our board did not approve the portion of the site plan that was in Deptford, but the one that was submitted, because we couldn't, we had no jurisdiction, but what they submitted to Deptford mirrored exactly what we proposed, and it had to, because things had to interconnect. So all was well. They were cleared to get into the January meeting, as was I for my other applications. Lo and behold, they and I find out the day before the January meeting that it was canceled. So I didn't get to do mine. They didn't get to do theirs. Worse yet, because they didn't even have a meeting, everybody had to renotice. So nobody's fault. Everybody was disappointed, particularly we're trying to push the redeveloper along. Perfect your approvals. Let's get this thing done. The worry has always been, we did our job in advance of Deptford. What could go wrong? Well, Deptford could go wrong. So let's get it done. So they will get it done. I saw that they got the green light. They just have to get on another agenda. So more recently than those two things was I received a email either yesterday or today from Mr. Nagowski, and whereupon I made some phone calls to Howard and to Nagowski, because apparently the mayor, Medani from Deptford, and Almar Mayor, the solicitor, are inviting us to attend and have provided a date to attend for a discussion about the interlocal services agreement. Strictly speaking, that does not involve us, guys. It just doesn't. It's a lot like the pilot that did not involve us. That was between council and the redeveloper. This is between our council and their council, trying to negotiate the terms of how much of the pilot money has to be paid back to the borough for providing the services that the pilot represents. We have made available, we being Josh and I have made available to our team, and on point is Howard Long, a fiscal impact report that was done in pretty good detail by Josh, but it's dated. And Josh had access to a fiscal impact report type outfit. So we provided that as a baseline, and generally I've made myself available. But unless Howard wants me there, I do not intend to cook in his kitchen. This too is his call. I know he and the Mayor Souter are in attendance. So I would attend if Howard and our team want me. I don't think they need me. They sure didn't need me for the pilot. But if called, drafted, I'll serve, I think is the expression. Other than that, we are also setting up a checklist of items to prepare this closing on this property. That is for us to receive title after the borough receives the title. It's going to be a daisy chain. The borough's in the chain simply to erase the liens on the property that allow this whole deal to make financial sense. That's going to be a pretty large undertaking in terms of the settlement. There's lots to do. I'm assisted in that regard by the contracts counsel, David Weinstein. I do not intend to duplicate his efforts, but I do intend to oversee the matter. It's my responsibility to make sure it all goes smoothly. So I think that's everything for this month. Thanks for listening.
Excellent.
All right, any questions for Mike, and then we'll go to new business. Nope. And my quick question before we start new business. Resolutions 1 through 3, since they are internal, do they require a roll call?
When you say internal, roll calls are monetary in nature. So
Monetary,
executive
contractual.
director isn't this personal it looks like the agenda does not retire. You can do those by activation.
I know I can group a bunch. My thing is on the professional service appointments, you would require a roll call because
yeah, and I actually like those separated, the professional services. This way, somebody can, if they wanted to, vote differently than the mass. The rest of them can be done by affirmation, Josh, and I know you know the distinction between, the money and the non-money. So affirmation is good for all the other things except for the professionals, which probably best practices ought to be done separately.
All right, very good. All right, and with that, we'll begin new business and begin it with resolution number 01:001-25, electing the chairman.
Nominate Frank Philippuk.
I second it.
All in favor signify by saying
Aye.
Aye.
aye. Any nays?
Nays.
No nays. All right, great. Resolution number 01:002-25, electing the vice chairman.
I elect Ray Biter.
I second it.
Is that you, Tom?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All right, brings us to resolution number 01:003-25, appointing the executive director.
Nominate Josh Jagger.
I second it.
I didn't. Who just spoke on the second?
Ray second.
I got no. Ray had made the motion, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Patel.
Patel.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it. All in favor signify by saying aye.
No. You need a roll.
On this?
Are you not salaried?
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
do need a roll call. All right, good point.
Unless you don't want salary.
Well, no.
Volunteer.
He'd forgotten.
Yeah, it's just for the fun. All right, so gentlemen, we have thank you for the nomination from Bider, second by Patel. We'll conduct a roll call. So we'll begin with Chairman Philippek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
Commissioner Beck.
Yes.
Once again, thank you, gentlemen. This will bring us to resolution number 0. This will be a roll call as well. Resolution number 01:004-25, appointing professional services agency solicitor.
I nominate Mike McKenna.
Second.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll conduct a roll call here. Again, Chairman Frank Philippek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
and Commissioner Beck.
Yes.
Could I make a comment, please?
Sure.
Gentlemen, thank you for the reappointment. I appreciate it very much. Last January, I told Mayor Souter that I would not be re-upping for the planning board, and that was the last of my solicitorships. Basically, I've been weeding those off my plate. I can only do so much in the evenings, and that nevertheless, I held on to this one and really want to. I've spent a lot of time and creative energy in trying to keep this matter moving. I'm deeply involved in this project and behind it, and I determined to see it through, so all the way to the end. And hopefully, I can leave it to you all in good shape. But I'd really like to get this thing finished for you all, and so I'm going to hold on to this as long as you'll have me, as long as you need me. But I want you to know I do appreciate the opportunity to do this. This is a unique project. You look back over a career sometimes, and a supermarket goes up here and there, a house is done. But this project is going to be something that I can drive by and look and think about, and I'm pretty sure that's the way you all are going to think about it too in the end. So thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take the opportunity to group resolutions 01:005-25 through to 01:007-25. These resolutions include establishing the order of business, which hasn't gone unchanged, designating the regular meeting schedule. Again, that has gone unchanged, other than the dates, it's always the third Tuesday. Designating the official newspapers of record for public and legal notices. That's, again, unchanged. Carrier Post and Gloucester City newspapers.
Okay. I make a motion to approve resolutions 5 through 7.
Thank you, Emil.
Second.
Jeff?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Ayes have it. Now let me ask you this. Got two resolutions that require a roll call, but they're both related to the budget. Can I group them?
Forgive me, Josh, for interrupting, but I think I probably threw you off kilter when I said that the appointments should be separate, and you probably had them all under the solicitor. But don't you have to do professionals as well?
They come at the end.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
So my question is, Mike, we got resolution 8 and 9, which are directly related to the 2025 budget introduction.
That's fine.
I am able to group
Same
them.
subject matter, it's fine.
All right, very good. So we're going to group resolution number 01:008, authorizing narrative on annual budget introduction 2025 to the local finance board, as well as resolution number 01:009-25, approving introduction of budget 2025. And this will be a roll call.
I make a motion that we accept them.
Thank you, sir. In a second.
I second it, Josh.
Thank you, Emil. Brings us to a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
Commissioner Beck.
Yes.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. We're gonna group resolutions number 01:010-25 through to number 01:012-2025. These are standard resolutions that have gone unchanged from year to year, basically designating the bank that we deal with, designating the person to code and sign purchase orders, which is me, and a resolution that provides for the defense and indemnification of any of agency officials, employees, and servants. So,
I
I
make
make a motion.
so I have the chairman on the motion.
I second it, Josh.
All right, thank you, Anil. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any nays?
Nays.
Nay nays. All right. Well, gentlemen, that was our last opportunity to group anything. The rest are individual and they will be roll calls. So that brings us to resolution number 01:013-25, appointing professional services, auditor, and financial consultant.
I nominate Bowman.
All right. And, this has been our auditor since inception and is also the borough's auditor for as long as I can remember. Just need a second.
I second it, Josh.
Thank you, Anil. This will be a roll call. Chairman Philippek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yeah.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
yes,
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
Commissioner Beck.
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen. Brings us to resolution number 01:014-25, appointing professional services, general engineer.
I nominate Remington Vernick.
All right.
I second it.
Thank you, Anil. Again, that will bring us to a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yeah.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
yes,
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
and Commissioner Beck.
Yes.
All right, very good. Thank you, gentlemen. Only a few more to go. Resolution number 01:015-25, appointing professional
Josh, can you
services.
scroll down?
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, we're on 25 here. There we go.
Yeah, no problem. It's hard to do three things at once. Resolution number 01:015-25, appointing professional services risk management consultant.
I nominate Connor Strong and Buckner.
Second.
That was you, Jeff, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Brings us to a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Ray Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
yes,
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
Commissioner Beck.
Yes.
All right, thank you again. Brings us to resolution number 01:016-25, appointing professional services, special counsel contract law.
I nominate David Weinstein.
All right,
I second it,
Tom,
yes,
thank you, sir. Brings us to a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippek,
Yes.
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
yes,
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
Commissioner Beck.
Yes.
All
What's
right.
the name of the law firm, Josh, for special counsel?
They're from Archer Griner.
Okay, Archer. That's what I thought. I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure.
And the person that served in the environmental role, which is up next, they're from Archer as well.
Okay.
So that brings us to resolution number 01:017-25, appointing professional services, special counsel, environmental law.
I nominate Deb Rosen.
I second it.
All right, thank you, O'Neill. And just do a roll call. Chairman Frank Philippak,
yes,
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
yes,
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
Commissioner Beck.
Yes.
All right. Two more to go. Resolution number 01:018-25, appointing professional services general planner.
Fire Consulting,
All right,
I second it.
thank you, O'Neill. Brings us to the roll call. Chairman Frank Philippak,
yes,
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
yes,
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
Commissioner Beck.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Last piece of new business for this evening, resolution number 01:019-25, authorizing payment of outstanding bills.
I make a motion to pay our outstanding bills, Josh.
Thank you, O'Neill. Just need a second.
I second it.
Tom?
Yep.
Thank you, sir. This one's a roll call as well. Chairman Frank Philippak,
yes,
Vice Chair Bider,
Yes.
Commissioner D'Angelo,
Yes.
Commissioner Whitman,
Yes,
Commissioner Patel,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
Commissioner Beck.
Yes.
All right, that concludes all the new business for this evening, gentlemen. Brings us to the public portion, but we don't have anybody from the public on the line, but I won't defer from my 3-second rule, so we'll give it that. All right, moving on to the public portion. That brings us to an adjournment.
before we adjourn, I want to thanks everybody for nominating me. I hope I can do the job. And thank you, Ray, for nominating me.
You're
you.
more than welcome.
You're welcome. Congratulations to everybody on the reappointment, and you too, Josh.
Thank you, Anil. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All
And
right.
I appreciate all you gentlemen giving me an opportunity once again for the year.
Okay.
So once again, that brings us to an adjournment. Just need a motion.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting as daylight is fading away on everybody's screen.
Yeah, you're right.
I second.
Jeff?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
All right.
Aye.
Any nays?
Anil, are you sure it's not you?
Nay, nay.
Any,
Nay.
any nays? No? All right.
No.
So there we are, gentlemen. Meeting's adjourned at 5:31 p.m.
See you after the Super Bowl, guys.
Go
See you
Birds,
guys.
and we'll
Go
see you
Birds.
back
Thank you.
Tuesday, February 18th. Hopefully the parade's not scheduled for then, but we'll see
All right.
you
Thanks,
then.
Josh.
Thanks, guys.